Welcome to another edition of Picks with Rich. I am Rant'n Rich, and as always, I want to thank you for tuning in today. UFC 214, Cormier vs. Jones 2 is finally here. It's going down this Saturday, July 29th, 2017 at the Honda Center in Anaheim, California. I've been waiting a long time for this fight. We've been waiting a long time to see Jon Jones back in the octagon too, so they definitely have some bad blood, and we're going to see how it goes down on Saturday. Out of all three cards, there's 12 fights total, and it should be action-packed. I'm really excited about this one. Some are saying it's going to be fight of the year, but we'll have to wait and see about that. Now, before we get started, I want to catch everybody up to speed in case you have missed the last couple episodes. I was on top. I believe it was 3 wins in a row. I was crowned king of all picks, of course. Then we had a newcomer come in. Her name is Chelsea Brooks. She had beginner's luck, I guess you could call it, and dethroned me basically and took my crown, took the belt, and that was a sad day in Picks with Rich history, but she did it, so got to give it to her. But UFC 212, that was our last competition that we had. Of course, I came through again. I'm currently king of all picks. I got it back. I plan on staying on a longer win streak this time. Of course, we will see this weekend, UFC 214. But I just wanted to catch people up to speed in case you forgot. So on this competition, we're going to have the regulars, Mr. Willie J, Sega Genesis, and myself, Rant'n Rich, and we're all going to go head-to-head and see who can pick the best picks for UFC 214. So let's get started. First up on the Fight Pass prelims, we have Josh Berkman versus Drew Dober. Josh Berkman is a plus 300, while Drew Dober is a minus 360, so he'll be the favorite in this one. Mr. Willie J, Sega Genesis, and myself are all going to take Drew Dober. Next up, we have Jared Brooks versus Eric Shelton. Jared Brooks is a minus 150, while Eric Shelton's a plus 130. And actually, for this one too, Sega Genesis, Mr. Willie J, and myself are all going to take Eric Shelton. He's the dog at a 130 for 5 points. Next up is Alexandra Albu versus Kaylin Curran. Alexandra Albu is a minus 165. Kaylin Curran is a plus 145. Sega Genesis and Mr. Willie J are both going to take Alexandra Albu, while I'm going to take Kaylin Curran. Next on the list, Andre Touchy-Feely at a minus 380 versus Calvin Carter at a plus 315. We're all going to take Andre Feely at a minus 380, and that's going to give us 1 point if we win. Next up is Renato Moicano versus Brian Ortega. Moicano is a minus 150 and Ortega is a plus 130. I'm going to take Brian Ortega. Mr. Willie J and Sega Genesis are both going to take Moicano. Next up is Renan Barão versus Aljamain Sterling. Renan Barão is a plus 110 while Aljamain Sterling's a minus 130. Mr. Willie J and Sega Genesis are both going to take Barão, while I'm going to take Aljamain Sterling. Last but not least, on the Fox prelims, Jason Knight versus Ricardo Lamas. Jason Knight's a minus 125, while Ricardo Lamas is a plus 105, and we're all going to take Ricardo Lamas for a big 5 points. Moving on to the main, this is exciting. Jimmy Manuwa versus Alkin Oezdemir. Manuwa is a minus 170, while Oezdemir is a plus 150. Mr. Willie J is going to take Manuwa by TKO. Sega Genesis is also going to take Manuwa TKO. And myself, Rant'n Rich, I'm going to take Manuwa TKO. Next up is Donald Cerrone versus Robbie Lawler. Wow, can't wait for this fight. Donald Cerrone's at a plus 135, while Robbie Lawler's at a minus 155. Sega Genesis is going to take Cerrone by TKO. Mr. Willie J is going to take Lawler by decision. And I'm going to take Robbie Lawler by TKO. Next up is Christine Justino, aka Cyborg, versus Tonya Evinger. Cyborg's at a 1375, wow, while Tonya Evinger is at a plus 900. Huge difference, guys. Mr. Willie J is going to take Cyborg by TKO. Sega Genesis is going to take Cyborg by TKO, and myself, I'm going to take Cyborg by TKO. Hopefully she wins. Co-main event, Tyron Woodley versus Damian Maia. We have Tyron Woodley at a -225 and Damian Myers at a +185. Mr. Willie J is going to take Tyron Woodley, TKO. And I, myself, Rant'n Rich, I'm going to take Woodley, TKO, while Sega Genesis is going to take Maya by submission. Main event, guys. Daniel Cormier versus Jon Jones. We have Daniel Cormier at a +235, while Jon Jones is at a -255. We have Sega Genesis is going to take Cormier by decision. Mr. Willie J is going to take Cormier by submission. And myself, Rant'n Rich, I'm going to take Jon Jones by TKO. And that's going to about do it, guys. UFC 214, it's going down this weekend again. Those are our picks, and stay tuned for the winner. So anyway, once again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Wish us luck. A lot of fun doing this, Picks with Rich. And as always, signing out from sunny SoCal, I'm out of here. Laters.